It's the first week of August at Dordt University. I love the month of August. It's the month where we welcome back students and get started again. This week we're finishing up grad classes and maintenance is putting the finishing touches on shining up campus. So I wanted to reach out and speak to all students, whether you're new or returning or transferring, to say we're looking forward to seeing you. As we welcome you back, I have a few updates this year. Last year was a great year. We were able to end with an in-person commencement. We had many of the regular activities of the campus, and this year I think it'll be even more normal. And yet COVID is still with us. If you've been following the news at all, you know about the Delta variant, much more transmissible, much larger health effects. And so as we think about the year ahead, I want to just encourage you with a few things. First of all, to know that amongst the faculty and staff, I think our vaccination rates are north of 70%. Hope that encourages you. It certainly does me. In terms of the startup of this year, we've made the decision not to require the vaccine of all employees or students at Dordt. We think that's an appropriate decision at this time. And yet, as you look forward to the year ahead, I also want to encourage you that vaccines are still a great way to consider as you protect yourselves, as well as protect the community, that we're all living together, learning together, and going to be together with that goal of having a normal year. We are going to require something of you as students before you return, and that's what I want to communicate today. We're asking you, whether you're a returning student, a new student, a transfer student, by August 19th to upload into Dordt's system, and we'll send out an email with directions on how to do that, either a copy of your vaccine or a negative COVID test. So perhaps you're wondering why we're asking you to do this as students. Well, let me give you the reasons. The first reason is we want to encourage as many of you to get vaccinated as you can. I understand that some of you won't or can't for a variety of reasons, and that's okay. But I also want you to know you're going to be living in a community together, and some of our community members can't get the vaccine, would like to, but can't for a variety of medical reasons, or have family members who can't. And whether you're vaccinated or not, the realities of this new variant is that you can still pass it around. And so the more of us that can be vaccinated, we're going to be able to have as normal a year as possible. So please, in the last couple of weeks beforehand, think about getting vaccinated. If you've been struggling with that decision, I'd encourage you to really ponder it, pray about it, and consider it. And if you live in a place and you say, wait, I can get the first dose but not the second dose, I can guarantee you that in Sioux Center, you can get the second dose of Moderna or Pfizer at any time. So even if you're able to only get the first dose before you travel, please do it. And for those of you who decide not to get vaccinated or aren't able to, we are asking, before you return to campus, to upload a negative COVID test that's taken somewhere that week, maybe from the 16th to the 19th, and just upload that so we can assure ourselves that we're not bringing it to campus to begin. If you are positive, there'll be instructions for you about when you can come to campus and how we're going to handle that. But our desire is to start the year off as healthy, as fresh, as clean as we can. Vaccinations are one way to do that. A negative COVID test is the other. So as we move from the time at which everybody returns to campus into the semester, what can you expect? I think one of the things I would say is expect that things may change. If we know anything about what's happened in the past 18 months, this thing will continue to change and morph. And so we're going to be ready for it. We're going to plan for it. We'll try to communicate early with you about it. But do plan that things may change. But here's how we're going to start. We're going to start mask-free. Bring masks with you, of course. There are going to be times somewhere in the community or maybe even somewhere on campus this year where you may need a mask. So bring it along, but we're going to start mask-free. Beyond masks, maybe you have questions about testing. At this moment, we will not have a regimented series of tests or a regular program of testing, but we've got it available as it's needed. Also, I would mention vaccines. We don't plan to have a vaccine clinic or a time on campus, but they're readily available in our local community. If you become ill, we will alert your roommates and we will ask you to be wise about it. But we won't be doing the contact tracing that we've done in the past. So lastly, I want to talk about quarantining. In the past, we've quarantined positive COVID cases and we plan to do that again this year. That's the best guidance we're getting from our health partners. So if we go back to the beginning, you're less likely to get COVID if you're vaccinated, so I'd really encourage you to do that. But even if you're vaccinated, you may become COVID positive this semester, so we may have to quarantine. Again, just like last year, if you're close enough to campus where you can go home for that period of time, that's going to be the best solution. If you live further away and we need to help you, we will help you try to find a place to quarantine. For vaccinated students, we're going to cover the costs of that just like we did last year. If you're unvaccinated, you can expect to bear some of that cost. I hope you can sense from me the excitement that I have for the year ahead. All the faculty and staff are ready to welcome you back. You're going to make new friends, grow in new ways. God will bless you in the year ahead, and we're excited to get going together. So as you get more information in the days ahead about how to do what I've asked in this video, please take it seriously. We look forward to the year ahead. We'll see you soon.